All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start up by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. That's all praises to who the world any calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahushai being the true name in the Hebrew of the Lord's only begotten Son, who the world any calls Jesus Christ. I also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy of like preaching, word, and truth and sincerity. And yeah, I had to go pick up some coals to be able to burn incense. And Esau with his witchcraft stores is like the only real options we have to be able to get this shit. So, I went down there, got my little coals to burn my incense, and while I was there, fucking nigga woman, man, sitting there talking about doing hexes, getting advice on how to do a hex and voodoo and all that shit, writing the name on a candle and shit while I'm there and crossing the name out and shit. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck, man? This is why the judgment of the Lord has to come. And lo and behold, she doing all this shit. From what it sounded like, she was doing all this shit because she didn't like somebody that was in one of her family members' lives and shit. Talking about, yeah, you take this home, roll it in some put the tip in black pepper. Bro, it's fucking, Jake is going all the way fucking off, man. These nigga women need to be fucking put down, man. They have to be put down. And the law of the Lord spoke against doing these type of practices, man. This is Deuteronomy 22 and 18. It says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." You see? You're not supposed to suffer a witch to live, but this bitch has free roam in Babylon the Great to walk around doing bullshit, man. And getting all type of stuff. Hey, and we're coming into the times now where them spirits are going to start felling you people, man. Them spirits are really going to start felling you people. This is Deuteronomy 18, that was Exodus 22 and 18. This is Deuteronomy 18 and start at 10. It says, there shall not be found among, let me put a little more of these incense on this coal real quick so I can, it's crazy, man. It says, there should not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire. This goes back to that Molech, man. And Jake is fully giving their children unto this shit, man. Going through Christmas and all these heathen days and trying to uplift how you know what? I gotta start at 9. Ooh. It says, when thou art come into a land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations, man. And who dealt with witchcraft heavy? The Hamites, the Canaanites, the Egyptians, right? When Moses was doing the miracles in front of Pharaoh, what he threw down his staff and it became a stake. And what did the priest of Pharaoh do? The same thing, man. Right? But what they were doing on the left hand side, these nations, man, they dealt all the way in witchcraft. And Jake is doing that shit in America heavy. Especially the fucking nigga. The nigga woman, man, this is why the elders and apostles tell you not to mess with them, man. They're all the way fucked up, man. Verse 10, it says, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. So you're not supposed to get into these things, but Jake is fully immersing himself in it. And the woman was acting like, oh yeah, this is our culture, you know. Got family in Louisiana, fucking going into them Haitians that were in Louisiana that are really just the Levites that are just going all the way fucking off. It says or charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard or necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh. And because of these abominations, Yahweh thy power doth just drive them out from before thee. It says, thou shalt be perfect with Yahweh thy power. You see? So you're not supposed to do after these things, but hey, the nigga woman loves it, man. The nigga woman fucking loves it. And this has been a consistent problem with the women of Israel, man. This has been, especially with Judah, man. You know, Issachar be doing it, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, really, man. Always delving into shit they should not, man. This is Ezekiel, the 13th chapter. And I'm going to get this in the blue letter because it goes deep, man. It goes deep. Ezekiel 13 and start at 17. It says likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against the daughters of thy people, and prophesy out of their own heart, and prophesy thou against them, and say, thus say Yahweh, woe to the women that sell pillows to armholes, and make kerchiefs upon the head of every statue to hunt souls. Will ye hunt the soul of my people, and will ye save alive that come unto you? Now peep this, right? This is all going into that witchcraft that Jake was doing. Peep this. It says when you go into that Salakia, let me go back to it. When you go into this part right here where it says to the women that sue, right? It says to sue together, suing. Oh no, it's the next word. Salakia. When you go into that word pillows, right? It says band, fillet, covered amulets, false phylacteries, used by false prophetesses in Israel to support their demonic fortune-telling scheme. Cushion and pillow. Now let's go to the next word on this. Armholes, right? Joint, such as elbows. It says a joint. When you go to the Strong's definition, it says from H 680 is in its primary sense of uniting a joint of the hand, according to some of the partly wall. So these women were always dealing this fucking witchcraft, and they were putting up hexes on people and shit, man. You know, the scriptures tell you there's no enchantment formed against Jacob, but you got to be in this truth for that to cover you, man. Brothers that actually doing what they're supposed to be doing in this truth, there's no enchantment formed against you, but for Jake that's just out there in the world doing their own bullshit, hey, they ain't got no cover for this. You know? It says verse 19, and will you pollute me among my people? For handfuls of barley and for pieces of bread to slay the soul that should not die, putting up their fucking curses, and to save the soul alive that should not live, for by lying to my people that hear your lies. You see? The nigga woman is always delving into this stuff. And this is why the judgment of the Lord is about to start coming, man. This is Malachi 3 and 5. It says, and I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against the false swearers, and against those that oppress the hireling in his wages, the widow and the fatherless, and to turn aside the stranger from that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me, say Yahweh. So the Lord is coming to bring a swift judgment against those sorcerers, those false accusers, the oppressors of the hireling and his wages. This is going to Esau, Edom, and you fucking nigga women, man. You will defraud a man of his wages, all for child support because your bitch ass wanted to walk away. The Lord is about to start coming and bringing some judgment, man, and it has to happen. It has to happen, man. Because Jake wants to dote about in this bullshit all the time. And this is why the death has to come to you in masses, man. This is Amos 9 and 9. It says, "For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel from house of Israel among all nations, like corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us." You know? So this is what you nigga women do, man. You think that there's no judgment for what you're doing, man. And this is why judgment has to come. You know, this is why the scriptures tell you, let the multitude perish then. You know, you despise the commandment of the Lord when you yet had liberty. This is why this stuff is about to come upon you, man. And it's perfection. You know? So, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to say, call halal. Yahweh Bashim Awashai, Bashim Karkadash. Hey, you want to keep going on in this bullshit? The Lord is going to show you some shit. And we're in that time, man. We're in the time of judgment going out. Shalom.